Do you forget names more often than you used to? Lights at night sometimes look like starbursts, making driving feel unsafe? Or do you wake up in the morning with your brain feeling cloudy, like you didn't really rest at all? If you nodded yes to any of these, you're not alone. These little changes sneak up on so many of us after 60. First, it's harder to read fine print. Then, it's the car keys that go missing. And before long, you're avoiding nighttime outings because the blur and the memory slips feel overwhelming. Most people think this is just normal aging, but here's the truth. It's not always aging. Often, it's a sign that your eyes and your brain aren't getting the nutrients they desperately need, especially while you sleep. And that's important, because nighttime is when your body does its most powerful repair work. Your eyes clear out oxidative stress, your brain processes memories, and resets your focus for the next day. But if you go to bed undernourished, those repair crews can't do their job. The good news? You don't need fancy pills or expensive treatments to support this repair. The answer could be sitting in your kitchen right now. Simple dried fruits. Today, we're counting down the top 4 dried fruits you should eat before bed to help restore clearer vision and sharper memory. These are everyday foods, backed by science, that fuel your body's natural overnight repair systems. And make sure you stay until the very end, because number 1 is the most surprising of them all. Now let's talk about why this matters. For many seniors, vision and memory problems don't arrive all at once. They creep in slowly, almost silently. One day you notice the newspaper print looks a little fuzzy. The next week, the streetlights blur when you're driving home. Soon you forget an appointment or misplace your reading glasses, and you start to wonder, am I just getting old? Here's the truth. These changes aren't only inconvenient. They can chip away at your independence. Blurry vision makes reading and driving more difficult. Memory slips cause missed bills, forgotten conversations, or misplaced medicines. And over time, these struggles can bring on anxiety, loss of confidence, and even a higher risk of falls. But why does it happen? The science is clear. Oxidative stress builds up in your eye tissues and brain cells, wearing them down. Neuroinflammation quietly disrupts memory and focus. Low levels of melatonin, lutein, zeaxanthin, vitamin B6, magnesium leave your body without the raw materials it needs for overnight repair. And poor circulation during sleep means your brain and eyes don't get enough oxygen to heal properly. The result? You wake up with cloudy eyes, a foggy brain, and the creeping feeling that you're losing control. But here's the good news. The right nutrition can turn this around. When you give your body specific nutrients like those found in certain dried fruits, you fuel your built-in repair systems. That's exactly what we'll uncover in today's countdown. At number 4, we have the humble fig. It may not look impressive, small, wrinkly, and often overlooked, but figs are filled with nutrients that can quietly protect your eyes and sharpen your memory while you sleep. For vision, figs are one of the rare dried fruits rich in lutein and zeaxanthin. These pigments settle in the macula, the part of your eye that controls sharp central vision and helps you adjust to low light. You can think of them as natural sunglasses inside your eyes. They filter harmful blue light from screens and headlights, and they reduce the oxidative stress that causes glare and cloudy night vision as we age. But figs also nourish the brain. They contain vitamin B6, which your brain uses to produce neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. These brain chemicals play a huge role in memory, mood, and focus. When B6 is low, your thoughts feel sluggish, your mood dips, and names or details slip away more easily. Figs also provide polyphenols, plant compounds that reduce inflammation in brain tissue, a hidden cause of memory decline in older adults. And their prebiotic fiber feeds healthy gut bacteria, which in turn strengthen the gut-brain connection, an important pathway for clearer thinking and steadier emotions. Take Carol, a 67-year-old retired teacher. She loved reading novels before bed, but noticed her eyes burning and blurring after just a few pages. She also found herself misplacing items more often and waking up groggy. When she began eating 2 soaked figs each night, she didn't expect much. Yet within a few weeks, she noticed less strain while reading, and her mornings felt sharper and lighter. It wasn't a miracle cure, but a small habit that gave her body the tools it needed to repair itself overnight. The easiest way to enjoy figs is to soak 2 of them in warm water during the day. By evening, they're soft, easier to digest, and ready to provide steady nourishment. Eat them about an hour before bed, and let your body make use of their nutrients while you rest. So, while figs may look ordinary, they are far from it. They help protect your eyes from glare, support your memory, and provide gentle, natural fuel for the nightly repair your body is already trying to do. All it takes is to figs before bed. The next dried fruit on our list is one you've probably eaten since childhood: raisins. They're small, they're sweet, and they look almost too simple to be important. But when it comes to protecting your eyes and keeping your memory strong, raisins carry an impressive punch. For vision, raisins are rich in antioxidants, especially a compound called resveratrol. You may have heard of it in red wine, but raisins deliver it without the alcohol. Resveratrol can cross into the retina, where it calms inflammation and protects the light-sensitive cells that let you see clearly. Over time, this helps defend against glare, nighttime blur, and even age-related vision problems. For the brain, raisins provide boron, a mineral that rarely gets attention but plays a crucial role in focus, coordination, and short-term memory. Low boron levels are linked to slower reaction times and mental fatigue. Adding even a small serving of raisins to your routine can help your brain process information more quickly. Raisins are also a natural source of iron. That matters because iron carries oxygen through your blood. Without enough of it, your brain and your optic nerves struggle to get the oxygen they need to repair themselves at night. Just a spoonful of raisins can make a difference in how well that process works. Unlike cookies or candy, the natural sugar in raisins comes with fiber that slows down absorption, giving your brain steady fuel while you sleep instead of a sharp spike and crash. This steady energy supports the brain's nightly cleanup process when it clears away waste and strengthens memory circuits. Take Walter, a 73-year-old retired engineer. He used to reach for a cookie before bed, but his mornings felt slow and his vision seemed dimmer at the edges. He switched to a small handful of raisins, just a tablespoon about, an hour before bedtime. Within a month, he told me his mind felt quicker in the mornings and his eyes weren't straining as much. It wasn't dramatic, but it was enough to help him feel more confident starting his day. The key is to keep it simple. About 1 tablespoon of plain, unsweetened raisins is enough. No need for the sugar-coated or yogurt-covered kinds. The plain ones carry all the benefits without the extra sugar. So the next time you want something sweet at night, skip the cookie and reach for a handful of raisins. They're gentle, nourishing, and they give both your eyes and your brain the support they need while you sleep. The next dried fruit is one that feels like nature's candy: dates. Sweet, chewy, and satisfying, dates are more than just a dessert. For seniors, they can be a powerful ally for both vision and memory, especially when eaten at the right time of day. Let's start with the eyes. Dates are rich in potassium and vitamin B6, two nutrients that help your optic nerves send clear signals from the retina to the brain. When these signals are weak, vision feels strained and blurry, especially at night. By restoring potassium balance and supporting nerve health, dates help your eyes communicate more effectively. Now, for the brain. Dates contain tryptophan, a natural amino acid that your body uses to make melatonin, the hormone that guides your sleep. And deeper, more restorative sleep is essential for memory repair. During these deeper stages of sleep, your brain clears away waste proteins and strengthens memory pathways, almost like reorganizing a messy desk into neat, labeled folders. Dates also provide magnesium, a mineral that many older adults don't get enough of. Magnesium helps calm the nervous system, reduce anxiety, and support the kind of deep rest your brain and eyes rely on for recovery. Together with vitamin B6, it fuels the production of neurotransmitters that keep your memory sharper and your mood steadier. Here's a story that brings this to life. Linda, 70 years old and recently retired, struggled with restless nights. She often lay awake, and when she finally fell asleep, she woke up disoriented and forgetful. At my suggestion, she started eating 2 soft dates about 45 minutes before bed. Within a few weeks, she noticed she fell asleep faster, woke up more refreshed, and even remembered little details like where she had left her keys the night before. The beauty of dates is that they're easy to use. 1 or 2 is all you need. Choose soft, natural dates, preferably organic if you can. Enjoy them on their own, or pair them with a warm cup of herbal tea. What makes dates so powerful is not just their nutrients, but their timing. By eating them at night, You give your body the tools to relax into deeper sleep, while also supplying your eyes and brain with steady fuel for overnight repair. So the next time you crave something sweet before bed, reach for a date or two. Instead of disrupting your sleep like a sugary dessert would, dates can actually help your body do its most important work, storing your eyes and sharpening your memory while you sleep. Finally, we come to the last dried fruit on our list. It may surprise you because it's often overlooked. I'm talking about dried apricots. Apricots are one of the best natural sources of beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A. And vitamin A is essential for healthy eyes, especially for night vision. Without enough of it, seniors often develop what's known as night blindness, the struggle to see clearly in low light. Apricots help prevent that by giving your eyes the raw material they need to adjust when the lights go down. Apricots also help keep eyes moist and reduce the risk of cataracts as we age. Their bright orange color is a sign of powerful carotenoids inside, and those compounds act like guardians for your retina. But apricots aren't just for the eyes, they also support the brain. Packed with iron and potassium, they help improve blood flow and oxygen delivery to brain cells. And when your brain cells receive steady oxygen, they function more smoothly, you think faster, you remember details more easily, and you wake up feeling clearer. Apricots also provide polyphenols that fight neuroinflammation, one of the silent drivers of memory decline in older adults. Let me share a story. George, 75, spent most of his career as a taxi driver. Over time, he began to dread night driving. Headlights from oncoming cars felt like bright explosions, and dark streets seemed harder to navigate. He thought it was just age catching up with him. At my suggestion, he added 2 or 3 dried apricots to his evening routine. Within a month, George told me he felt more confident behind the wheel at night, and the glare wasn't nearly as overwhelming. It wasn't a miracle, but it gave him back a piece of his independence. Apricots are easy to enjoy. 2 or 3 pieces after dinner or as a light dessert are enough. Look for unsulfured and unsweetened varieties. The closer to natural, the better. They're sweet, chewy, and satisfying. But behind that sweetness lies powerful nourishment. So while apricots may not be as famous as raisins or dates, they earn their place at the very top of this list. They restore vitamin A for night vision, strengthen blood flow for a sharper brain, and give you one more natural way to help your body repair itself while you sleep. Now that you've heard about all 4 dried fruits, the question is, how do you actually put them together into something simple you can do every night? The answer is what I like to call the Senior Wellness Dry Fruit Bowl. It's easy. It takes less than 5 minutes to prepare, and it works in harmony with your body's natural repair cycle while you sleep. Here's how to do it. In the morning, place 2 dried figs in a cup of warm water. Let them soak during the day so they're soft and ready by evening. Around dinner time or shortly after, take out a small bowl. Add your 2 softened figs. Then sprinkle in 1 tablespoon of plain raisins. Next, place 1 or 2 soft dates on top. Finally, add 2 or 3 dried apricots. That's it. 4 fruits, each playing a different role, working together. If you'd like, you can enjoy this bowl with a cup of warm chamomile or fennel tea. The warmth of the tea helps your digestion, relaxes your nervous system, and signals to your body that it's time to wind down. Why does this combination work so well? Because each fruit complements the other. Figs bring lutein, zeaxanthin, and B6 to protect your eyes and support memory. Raisins deliver resveratrol, boron, and iron to fight oxidative stress and improve focus. Dates help regulate sleep cycles with tryptophan and magnesium. And apricots supply beta-carotene and potassium to boost night vision and oxygen flow to your brain. Together, they cover nearly every area your eyes and brain depend on. Protection from damage, nourishment for memory, support for circulation, and tools for deep restorative sleep.
Let me give you a real-life example.
Margaret, 72, had struggled with foggy mornings for years. She tried vitamins, supplements, even sleeping pills, but nothing seemed to help. When she began this simple dry fruit ritual, 2 figs, a spoon of raisins, a date, and 3 apricots, she was skeptical. But within 3 weeks, she told me she woke up without that heavy, blurry feeling for the first time in years. She felt steady on her feet, and her confidence returned. That's the power of consistency. You don't need to wait for dramatic overnight results. Just repeat this gentle habit every night for 3 to 4 weeks, and you'll give your body a chance to do what it's designed to do: repair, store, and protect your vision and memory. It's not complicated. It's not expensive. It's simply nourishment at the right time. While adding figs, raisins, dates, and apricots before bed can make a real difference. There are also a few simple habits that can boost your eye and brain health even further. First, make sure you're drinking enough water during the day. Dehydration is one of the most common and most overlooked causes of dry eyes and mental fatigue in seniors. A glass of water with each meal and one before bed can help keep your tear film stable and your brain cells working efficiently. Second, dim your screens in the evening. Phones, tablets, and televisions give off blue light that increases oxidative stress and interferes with melatonin production. That means your brain doesn't get the deep sleep it needs, and your eyes don't get the rest they deserve. Try lowering brightness in the evening, or better yet, turning off screens an hour before bed. Third, keep a consistent bedtime. Your body has a natural clock, called the circadian rhythm, that regulates sleep, hormones, and even cell repair. Going to bed and waking up at the same times each day helps your body perform its nightly cleanup more effectively. Finally, avoid processed sugar at night. Cookies, cake, and sweetened drinks may taste comforting, but they spike your blood sugar, disrupt sleep, and create more oxidative stress for your eyes and brain to fight off. If you crave something sweet, that's where dried fruits come in nature's dessert with real benefits. These small changes, combined with your evening dry fruit ritual, give your body the best chance to protect your eyes, sharpen your memory, and help you wake up feeling clearer, steadier, and ready for the day ahead. Now let's bring everything together into a simple checklist. Think of it as your nightly guide to clearer vision and sharper memory. Step 1. In the morning, place 2 dried figs in a cup of warm water. Let them soak until evening. Step 2. About an hour before bed, prepare a small bowl. Add the 2 soaked figs. Step 3. Sprinkle in 1 tablespoon of plain, unsweetened raisins. Step 4. Add 1 or 2 soft dates. Choose natural or organic if possible. Step 5. Finish with 2 or 3 dried apricots. Pick the unsulfured kind for the best results. Step 6. Enjoy this bowl with a cup of chamomile or fennel tea. Relax and let your body know it's time to rest. Stick with this ritual every night for at least 3 to 4 weeks. Give your body time. Healing is not instant, but over time you may notice less morning blur, steadier memory, and more restful sleep. This is your action plan. Simple, affordable, and easy to repeat. For fruits, 1 bowl. And a little consistency, that's all it takes to fuel your body's natural repair systems while you sleep. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these dried fruits would you try first? Figs, raisins, dates, or apricots? Do you already have a bedtime snack that helps your eyes feel better or keeps your memory sharp in the morning? Share your story in the comments below. Your tip might inspire another senior who's facing the same struggles with blurry vision or forgetful mornings. Sometimes the smallest change, a handful of raisins instead of a cookie, or to figs before bed, can make all the difference. And if you found this video helpful, consider giving it a like and sharing it with someone you care about. Many people over 60 are looking for natural, practical ways to protect their vision and memory, and your share might give them exactly what they need. Remember, staying independent and clear-minded isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about making small choices, night after night, that add up over time. So let's start the conversation. What's your first step going to be tonight? As we wrap up, remember this: your eyes and your brain are still working hard for you, even if it doesn't always feel that way. They're repairing, rebuilding, and protecting you every single night. All they need is the right kind of support. It doesn't have to be complicated. It's a small bowl of dried fruits, enjoyed calmly before bed, can send your body the message it's been waiting for. It's time to rest, and it's time to heal. You deserve to wake up with clearer vision. You deserve mornings where your mind feels steady and sharp, and you deserve to feel confident doing the things you love without the blur or the fog holding you back. So tonight, take that small step. Build one of these fruits. Build the habit. And give yourself the gift of nourishment that works quietly, naturally, while you sleep. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself and sleep well tonight.